I certainly hope you dance as well as you dress.
There's only one way to find out.
You and I, we're not so different. Agent Argylle.
Little help? Hold on.
The book is phenomenal, sweetie, but what happens next?
It's called a cliffhanger, Mother.
Ellie, it's called a cop-out.
Whoa, hey! There's a cat in there!
Oh my God, you're Ellie friggin' Conway.
Author of Argylle series, Ellie Conway! I am such a fan!
Oh yeah? What is it you do?
Espionage.
Would you sign my book?
Here we go.
I love this book! Come on.
Who are these people?
Real life spies.
Why would they care about me?
Because you're a goddamn fortune teller, Ellie. What you wrote in your new book actually happened, and you kicked a hornet's nest you didn't even know existed.
I'm in some really big trouble, Mom.
Oh, so now you're experimenting with drugs.
I want all assets on them now. I need her to write the next chapter.
God, I hate that cat.
It's time for you to meet the real Agent Argylle.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Oh,
My God.
What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Classic Chronicles. I hope everybody enjoyed yesterday's vlog where I reviewed NXT Vengeance Day 2024. If you haven't checked that out, please do. But for today, I'm gonna be giving you a spoiler-free movie review. I know how much y'all love those, so let's talk about it. And the movie that we're gonna talk about today is Argylle. So Argylle is the latest action comedy flick from Kingsman director Matthew Vaughn. Yeah, man. This had a star-studded cast, man. Let's see if I can remember everybody that was in there, man. Let's see. You had Samuel Jackson, Henry Cavill, Dua Lipa, John Cena, Bryce Dallas Howard, Bryan Cranston, Catherine O'Hara. Yes, the mom from Home Alone. What do you call it? Oh man, just a star-studded cast. Man. But as for the movie itself, it was okay. The first maybe, because it's 2 hours and 20 minutes long, man. The first maybe hour and a half was awesome. Going into the backstory of how Bryce Dallas Howard plays a writer, but she has a secret. I'm not gonna get into that too heavy because that is a really, really spoiler, and that's a really big part of the film. Maybe when it dies down and enough people have had time to see it, maybe I'll dive back into it with spoilers and we'll talk about it. But I don't want to ruin it for the people who haven't seen it, and it's only been out a couple of days as of right now, so definitely not going to spoil it. So Bryce Dallas Howard plays a writer, and then a writer, that's writing about this detective, and she has a series of books, and what happened, eventually the books, the thing that she writes, the things that she's writing about, kind of, dominate her reality. That's all I'm gonna say about that. But I may have already said too much. But what do you call it, man? Just a really, really. It was very, 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 very Kingsman-esque in terms of cheesiness and comedy. But yeah, and speaking of, man, speaking of comedy and cheesiness and everything like that, there is a mid-credit scene, so definitely stick around for that. Yeah, and the makers of Argylle want you to know that no cats specifically were harmed during the making of this film, man. It was a really, really fun time, man. I got to see it last Monday night. No, not last Monday. Last Wednesday night. What was it? Was it Tuesday? Either Tuesday or Wednesday night. I can't remember. But yeah, they before the screening was held, they had a little fashion contest. You can dress up in spy or Argylle themed clothing, and you would win a bunch of prizes. They gave the winners a trip to this place called Spyscape, which here in New York, which it's a place where you can find out what kind of spy you'd be if you would join the business. Part museum and part spy experience, as they described it, and it was just pretty cool. And I hope to visit there one day. But yeah. So anyway, fun movie for the first hour and a half, but the last half hour to 45 minutes dragged a little bit too slow for my taste. But then again, like I said, it's not a bad movie by any stretch of the imagination, because Matthew Vaughn is an excellent director, and how can you go wrong with that cast that I just mentioned? But it just it wasn't out of the park movie either. But definitely worth the watch. If you are a fan of anybody that I just mentioned when I was talking about the cast, man, definitely go see it. Catherine O'Hara and Samuel L. Jackson's performances stand out to me specifically, and also Bryce Dallas Howard was amazing in the movie too. She had a lot to juggle, so definitely a great cast, but an okay movie, and hopefully it does better at the box office, because I did read the opening numbers and they weren't too good, but hopefully it makes more money, because it definitely wasn't a stinker of a movie. Anyway, that is gonna do it for this episode of the Classic Chronicles. Don't miss Argylle. It is in theaters now, and don't forget to hit that like, subscribe, and share button, and hit that notification button so you don't miss a video. And I will see you guys on the next episode. Peace.